everyone, welcome to the Crafty Pixie. I'm Bee. Thanks so much for stopping by for another video. I really appreciate it. In today's video, we are gonna be doing something that I didn't want to do on this channel. I didn't want to bring attention to the current situation of the world. I wanted this channel to be a happy place where people can forget about what's going on in the world, whatever your beliefs are in the whole thing. But where I live, they are pretty much saying you can't go shopping for food for your family unless you have a medical condition or you wear a face mask. I have made a lot of face masks for friends, family, coworkers, friends, coworkers, families, coworkers, and I'm not doing a tutorial on face masks. I'm not going to do it. There's a million out there. Take your pick. Actually, in the description box below, I'll have a link to two tutorials that I actually enjoyed watching, and they helped me out when I had to make some face masks in a hurry. But in today's video, I'm actually going to show you how to do a really easy face mask pouch. And you don't even have to use it as a face mask pouch. I mean, you really don't. But this is what it is. Don't you just love this fabric? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's cotton fabric. It's literally 4 pieces, and for the closure you can do a snap. I finally got my snap tool. You can do a snap, you can do Velcro, you can make it a little drawstring, whatever. I am thoroughly enjoying my snaps and putting them on everything. So for this video, I'm going to be installing a snap, but it's a really good size. You can stick this in your purse, you can stick this in your car so that you can stick, the used face masks, or you can have backup face mask if you need it, anything like that. But if you don't want to use it for a face mask holder, you can really use, I chew a lot of gum. It helps me a lot. So I buy the big packs of gum, and this is great to stick them into, especially if you have a purse or a bag or something that doesn't have pockets or doesn't have pockets big enough to do that. So you can stick them in here. You can stick pretty much anything small that you want to in here. It's very versatile. So we're gonna go through, there's kind of 2 different ways I kind of show you to do it a little bit, and you can take it or leave it. Whether you are not dealing with this at all, if you're really having to deal with this right now, whatever the case may be. So let's get to materials and get started. Okay, for this project, you're going to need 4 6.5 by 6.5 inch cotton fabric pieces. You're going to need 2 6.5 by 6.5 inch SF101 or fusible interfacing. You're going to need some snaps and a snap tool. I will have a link for this tool in the description box below. And then of course you're going to need coordinating thread, you're going to need scissors, you're going to need your clips and your sewing machine. So let's get started. Okay, first things first is you're going to want to fuse the SF101 or fusible interfacing onto the wrong side of two pieces of the fabric. I already went ahead and did that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a fused piece of fabric and a non-fused piece of fabric. And we're going to come through and we're going to stitch. Well, first we're going to pin and then we're going to stitch. You're going to want to leave like an inch opening as usual. And then you're going to come through and you're going to do a 2.5 millimeter stitch length at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Make sure you back stitch really well at the beginning and at the end. All right, and you're going to do this to both pieces of fabric. So both, I should say, both sets of fabric. So you're just literally going to repeat the same thing to this one. All right, so I'm going to go over to the sewing machine. I'm going to do that right now and I'll be right back. Okay, once you're done, they're going to look like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to come through and clip all of the edges, like always. And then we're going to come through and we're going to clip our seam allowance down just a little bit more where it looks longer. Okay. And we're going to give it a press. And then we're going to just a little press so it sets the seams. And then we're going to pull it right side out. Sometimes the interfacing makes it a little difficult, but you're going to pull both of them right sides out. Make sure you don't rip your stitches. Alright, and then you're going to come through and poke your sides. If you need to, use some chopsticks to make it really as squared as you can on the edges. Alright, and we're going to come through and we're going to press again so that everything is nice and smooth. And then you're gonna come through, and then the side, oh, if I can find it, hold on. And then the side with your opening that you pulled everything through, we're gonna take it back to the sewing machine. And we're going to top stitch along that opening all the way across, so everything is sealed. All right. And then you're going to do a 1/8 inch seam allowance with a 3mm stitch length. Like I said, just back stitch at beginning and end as always, and I'll be right back. All right, once that's done, you're going to come through and you're just going to iron them out again. If you have any loose threads, get rid of them now. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the side that is top stitched, and then the side with the interfacing, you can feel the difference. So we're going to have the side with the top stitch facing up, and then the side with the interfacing facing up on one piece, and then you're going to take the other piece, top stitch side up, interfaced side down, okay, and you're going to come through and you're going to clip the 3 sides, leaving the side with the top stitch open. Then you're going to come through with a 2.5mm stitch length and a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You're going to back stitch really well at the beginning and at the end, and you're going to sew all the way around the 3 sides. Okay, I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, now that that's done, we're going to come through and we're going to press the seams again. You guys know I love to press my work. Now this next part you can do one of 2 ways. You can leave it exactly as it is, or you can take it and you can fold it so that the seams are on the inside. That next part is personal preference. I actually kind of like either way, but for this one, I think I'm gonna fold it so that the seams are on the inside. We're going to press it again. Alright, and there's your pouch. Now, next part, you can leave it open at the top if you want. You can put some Velcro on the inside, so you just like peel it apart. I finally got my snap tool, so I'm actually going to put a snap. Basically, what we're going to do, I'm going to put all my pieces. Now, of course, you're going to follow the directions for yours. Every one is a little bit different. Just put my pieces on. And then for these snaps, gonna need 2 snaps with the prongs, and then you're gonna need a female, and see how fast I can get it, and a male side. Okay, you're gonna take your awl with your bag pieces closed, find out where you want it. I'll put it, you can eyeball it, it doesn't have to be perfectly centered. I think I'm gonna do it like right there. And then you're just gonna poke all the way through the fabric. This awl is extremely sharp. Please be careful you don't poke yourself when you're doing it. And then you're gonna come through and you're gonna poke the side with the prong out through the top of your fabric. And then you're gonna put the female side on, like so. And then for my tool, the side that has the coral pink piece is gonna have this lay on top. That, oh, it's kind of really hard to show you. Hold on. All right, there, it's better. And then you're gonna come through, make sure it's aligned, and you're just gonna push down really, really, really hard. And there's your one side. And then you're just gonna repeat it for the other side. So stick the prong piece through the outside of the fabric. And then stick the male side on top. Lay it down, push real tight, and then you're done. Now you have your own mask holder if you want to use it that way. Just pulls apart, nice and easy. You can also put, I don't know, a pack of gum in there. You can put keys or something in there in your purse so you know where it is. But it's perfect. This is a great size for the masks that kind of can be used as a headband, you know, that literally just slides up onto your face instead of having the elastic and everything. So you are done. Voila. Congratulations. Not too hard. Very, I say that's beginner friendly. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload every Wednesday. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. Can't wait to hear from you, and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, see ya!